Hey guys, this is Ashley Kang of Horizon Esports, and I'm joined by Melzhet, the head coach of Mad Lions Koi, after they do play their final game here at 2024 World Championship. Hey Melzhet, it was a good dream for Mad Lions. You started out with rookies led by Alyoya, led by you, and many people believed in you, and your 2024 journey ends here. How are you doing right now?
I mean, it's never good to lose, but I'm really happy because this was a dream. I learned so much in these 2 weeks, so I'm going to use this for the next year and come back to Worlds and try to do it better.
How are the players reacting to today's games?
I think we were low confidence already because we came from so many losses, also in scrims. So I think it's normal in a way, but also we need to learn how to deal with this. And this game, this series, we started really well. With the first game, we were able to do what we were practicing, but the next 2 games, it was a bit chaotic in some moments, so we lost the track.
Because Red Lion had very, very dominating performance, especially in the play-in stage. And I remember them beating PSG in order to make it here. Was it the day before? They also lost to that same PSG. What do you think happened between play-ins and the Swiss stage?
In play-ins, we were focusing on just performing because we wanted to make it to Swiss stage. And then we needed to know how far we are from Korean teams and LPL teams. So when we started scrimming into them, we saw so many flaws that we had that we need to work on that. So we started to actually work, but we didn't have the time to actually make it to us and implement everything. So we said, okay, there is 2 options. We try to perform as much as we can in a stage and that's it. Or we can use this experience to actually be able to translate what we are now able to do in scrims to a stage. And if we win, then we can keep practicing and get this, because after the Worlds is done, then we don't scream into them anymore. We're going to back to LEC and you don't get punished as much. I think also people from G2 say it, like in Europe, you don't get punished this much. So it's completely different. It's so easy to see your flaws when you play into them. So we try that.
I think sometime this year I was talking to an NA coach. I'm not going to say who it is, but he has been to Worlds before. He said that, might not be only this year. He said that when he goes to Worlds, he actually tries to not to scrim the top LCK and LPL teams. Then you realize that there are too many things to fix, and it's not healthy. You have to find things to fix one by one, because you have to realize you don't get 4 weeks for Worlds. You only get one day or 2 days. Is it something similar that Mad Lions fell into?
Yes, but we wanted to fall into that because we want to be the best team we can. And we were rookies, so for us, this Worlds will be actually to learn as much as we can. So we are going to use this experience to improve the next year and come Worlds we're better prepared, and then that we need to be able to beat them, because what we want is to win in Worlds. Like, that's our final goal. I don't know how much time it's going to take, but that's my dream.
So you learned the possible gap between the Eastern teams and Mad Lions currently, and how much there is catch up to do. You also learned how to perform when there is a lot of pressure. Is there anything else that you or players think you learned, because you highlighted the word learn a few times throughout this tournament?
Yes, we need to get better at dealing with pressure, dealing with the losses when we are going to face them in scrims, learn how to learn faster. We need to learn the fundamentals of League that they have, that they're super good in terms of how they coordinate it between them, how they call the spots, how they play with the waves, how they play with the vision, how they time the recalls, it's a lot of things. So again, it's so hard to explain just in a few seconds, like the gap, but we were focusing on all of that and we already improved in so many areas. It's just like, it's still not us playing. It's not something that we already learned. We are still in the process of learning.
You know the concept, but it's not part of your play yet.
Yes, we can apply sometimes, but it's not going to be consistent because it's not part of us still. So that's the thing, we need to make it.
A sidetrack question. I was talking to Alyoya 2 days ago, and he said he almost wished that you guys bootcamped in Korea leading up to Worlds. What do you think?
If we made it to Swiss, probably we would be able to, but it was so tight in terms of dates that it was so hard. But for sure, I'm going to look for do that the next year.
I have to ask this because you kept mentioning next year? Is this roster staying the same?
We need to now think and evaluate everything. The core for sure. We want to make this a long-term project, but we need to think and see the market if we can get stronger.
My final question is, I know that the Mad Lions and you kept saying that we want to win Worlds when no other team except for maybe G2 said that, and you kept saying it and kept saying it, and here we are. It was a good run. So convince me why we should continue believing that Mad Lions can one day win Worlds.
I mean, it's my dream. I want to do it no matter what. I think I can make it, but of course it's going to be super hard. I'm not expecting that this is going to be easy. But if we don't go with that mentality, it will never happen. So I'm crazy. You don't need to believe in me. Anyone needs to believe in me. I believe in myself. I will do it no matter what. Meanwhile, I'm in esports. I will try to push Europe as hard as I can. And if it's not us and it's anyone else that comes or we help them to achieve that, I will be happy because I want Europe to win Worlds.
Any final message to the fans?
Thank you for supporting us. Sorry for the results. I know that it's hard to understand all of this, but I promise that this was a really good Worlds for us. And even though the results are not the best, I hope this helps for the future to get more success.
Thank you so much, and
Thank you
best
so
of
much.
luck for many, many years. Thank you so much.